Hi, my name's Manoj Krishna. I'm a spine surgeon. And I want to tell you a story about a 23-year-old lady who presented with post-discectomy syndrome. Lisa was 20 when she had a discectomy done at L5S1 and was better for 3 months. But then the pain recurred and she has a single-level degenerative disc on the MRI at this level. The cross-section you can see here shows no pressure on the nerve, but she still had quite severe left leg pain. And after failing all the conservative measures, we decided to operate. And Lisa had a posterior lumbar interbody fusion at L5S1. The surgery takes about 2 hours, and she's in hospital only 2 nights, and has done really well. Here's Lisa telling us a story in her own words. Morning, Lisa.
Morning.
Can you start by just telling me how old you are now?
Yeah, I'm 23 years old.
23?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me a story about your back problem and how it started.
It started about 3 years ago. I went to the hospital for an unrelated matter and they found a lump on my spine. So I had a discectomy done.
What complaints did you have at the time you had the discectomy?
It was something completely unrelated. I was feeling sick and they just did an MRI scan.
And they found this disc prolapse. Did you have no back pain then?
I had back pain, but I just thought it was because I was being sick. That was the reason. I thought I'd pulled something.
Okay. So you were about 20 when you first got back pain.
Yeah, but
really
20,
young.
Yeah.
Did you hurt yourself then?
Honestly, I don't know how I've done it. It could have been multiple things. I had a few falls, a few breaks.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. And then, so you had this discectomy where a disc was removed. And after that, you were better for a little while.
I was better for about 3 months, and then progressively it seemed to be slipping back to how it was originally. So I was starting to get pain in my legs again. It was starting to ache again, and I kept going back and saying, nothing. It's getting worse. But they were just sort of saying, well, you've got a bad back.
And you got to live with it. Is that what they said?
Yeah.
What treatment did you have before you saw me?
I had a discectomy, so basically they just shaved the disc. I was on a lot of painkillers. Yeah, that was it basically.
So it was just taking painkillers?
Yeah.
How many painkillers were you taking?
Oh, I was taking up to about 10 a day.
Okay. And tell me how this pain in your back and legs affected your life.
It got to the point where I was struggling to go to work, struggling sort of personal life, struggling with my family. They were obviously worried about me as well. So it was affecting all the areas of my life, really.
And did it get you down as well?
It did, yeah. It got to me quite a lot.
Okay. So then we met 6-8 months ago, and we did an MRI, and it showed this worn disc at the base. We had post-discectomy syndrome, I said.
Yeah.
And I recommended surgery. Well, it's an option.
Yeah.
So share with me your anxieties and your reaction to all that, because you've got parents as well who are really worried.
Yeah, obviously I'd been through it before, so I was a little bit anxious, and I can remember waking up last time and the pain I was in, but very reassuring. Yeah, and it happened sort of quite quickly. I think I came to see you about 3 weeks later. I had it done, so I didn't have sort of a big build up to it.
Okay.
Didn't really have time to think about it.
And you recovered well, but then you fell down the stairs, so you had a bit of a blip. But
slight blip, yeah.
Yeah, and then we had to do a little injection to settle it. But
yeah.
You're now 6 months from surgery.
Yeah.
So tell me how you're doing now.
I'm about 90% better. I get the odd twinge, but that's probably when I've pushed it a little bit too much.
Okay. And so 90% better, what does that mean? Just the odd twinge you're left with?
Yeah, just the odd twinge. I mean, it's sort of when I've probably done too much during the day, if I've pushed it a little bit. I go to the gym sometimes, I do push it a little bit, and you just get the odd twinge, but it's nothing really compared to what it was.
Okay. And you're back at work?
Yes, back at work, 12-hour shifts.
And sitting is okay?
Yeah, sitting's loads better now. I do stand up, have a little break, stand up, sit back down.
Because that was one of your big problems before surgery, is you couldn't sit.
I could hardly sit. I could never get comfortable. It was either sort of sitting, and then I start standing, then that aches. So
and actually, if you can't sit, you couldn't have continued with your job.
No, I couldn't, because my job is just sitting down all day.
Sitting all the time?
Yeah.
And your mood's okay now?
Yes, loads better, loads happier.
Okay. Well, Lisa, thank you.
Thank you.